Hey guys, Tony George, DocSports.com, TGIF, an all NBA, all in night in the NBA, off another winner last night in the NBA on the Minnesota T-Wolves against a shorthanded Los Angeles Lakers team. And tonight we have one of our biggest cards of the last, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. A rare triple header in the NBA. Doc Sports right over there at the angle. I see that, Doc. I didn't do the angling proper look today. It's Friday. It's casual Friday. It's TGIF. It's happy hour early. Okay? Nonetheless, 3 plays in the NBA, which is rare for me. I single out the best bet. I bet it pretty much on a flat bet basis every day. Kicked ass and took names last year for you. Kicking ass and taking names this year for you. Back up around 50 units already. I think we finished at 78 units total last year, so we're ahead of last year, which I want to be. Nonetheless, if you want to get paid twice on payday, put college basketball aside for a minute, because I'm not doing anything in college basketball. I'm going to discuss a few games and give you an NBA free play. But nonetheless, if you want to concentrate on getting paid twice on payday, right there it is, Doc Sports. Get over. Got a first half line play on this triple header. I've lost one first half line play in the NBA this entire season. That's documented. Not blowing smoke up your ass. Okay, got a totals play. Right for the fall. Got another side play. No sweat winner. Fully expect a 3-0 sweep. We've hit 67, 68% over the last 21 cards. Last 20 cards. A $100 player is up $2,560. $100 player. Go to Doc Sports, buy a week package, invest, get paid. Now, you might want to ride me on that because college basketball last night, we gave you the free play winner, my best bet out of all the ones we passed on. And the majority of the ones we passed on all lost. Okay? That wasn't a green light by somebody left a comment, should I parlay these? You never parlay. Never parlay. You want to flush money down the drain? Go ahead and parlay. Just give me the money. I'll tell you how not to parlay, not even tease. Nonetheless, Washington gets it done. Everything else pretty much, I don't think maybe 2 of those won. Arizona goes down. What? I think BYU won. I mean, I didn't pay attention to all of them. I paid attention to Murray State, which was my top play that got whacked, so I didn't have a good day in college basketball again. That's one thing about Doc Sports. That's one thing about me. I tell you this, I ran on a rant last week. I tell it like it is. Totally transparent. Saturday is a must-win Saturday for me. I'm headed out to lunch right now. A little Twin Peaks action today for lunch. Why not? A little scenic views while I'm having some smoked wings and discussing our Saturday card for a couple hours with my sharp and my odds maker. And we are going to put together on what's going to be a big Saturday because it's the SEC Big 12 Challenge. Kansas taking on Kentucky, and I will have a play in that game, maybe a top play actually. But nonetheless, we will have a card that we feel we need to go 4-0 or 5-0 on. This is a crucial point this weekend in my college basketball program. I think we're down 21, 22 units, and that is completely unacceptable. So if you want to sit back and watch us work our magic this weekend, sit back and watch, invest in the NBA. By the way, Doc Sports has got 12 other handicappers. Alan Harris is on fire. There's a bunch of guys over there that are on fire. I'm not the only option over there. Use me for NBA, use somebody else for college basketball until I pull myself up by my bootstraps because my work ethic is high. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about college basketball when we get to your free play in the NBA tonight. A couple of games tonight. I literally fell out of my chair last night when I saw Michigan was only laying 3.5 against Indiana, who sucks, who has continued to suck. Who, like Ohio State we took earlier this week as a free play, who we thought they could turn it around against a decent team in Purdue. They got waxed. I think the same fate lies Indiana tonight. However, when the line stinks like a dog turd, looks like a dog turd, it probably is a dog turd. Opened up at 3.5 up to 4.5. Look at my power ratings. There's a 5.5 point difference between these two teams in my power ratings. Despite the fact that Indiana has looked like an absolute frickin' dumpster fire their last 5 or 6 games, including a loss at Northwestern. But I can't lay it. When it doesn't make sense at all, I can't lay it. So I'm passing. Same thing with Buffalo tonight. Buffalo, off a loss. At Kent State, who's pretty good. You've got the number 26 power rated team on my power ratings versus the number 160 team. Despite Kent State's record, still 160. 13.7 points difference between the two of them. The line opened up 9.5, dropped down to 8.5. Looks like there's a lot of value on Buffalo. But this is a game where you need to determine how a team like Buffalo, off a very bad loss against a subpar team, is going to react the next game, and they have to do it on the road, and they have to do it with a team that's like 13-4 or something. The Kent State's decent. Do they win? If you want to do a money line bet on them, you got to lay a big number. I'd rather bet the money line than lay the points. Tell you that. But it's a pass. We're going to live to only find super, super sharp numbers tomorrow, and we're going to have a great weekend. Sit back and watch. I'll report to you every day. Just sit back and watch. Going to get it done. Let's get to the NBA. You know, one thing I always tell everybody about the NBA, and I ran into a guy at my local watering hole here recently who played over in Israel, out of college, played at Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Played in Israel, somewhere else, and for 3 years was on the Sacramento Kings practice squad. And he just reiterated to me, there's not a single team in the NBA with a player wearing an NBA jersey that is under an NBA contract. That is not a frickin' baller. Big time. The difference between the Chicago Bulls and the Golden State Warriors, there may be, is about like that. But for most teams in the NBA, the difference between Team A and Team B is about like that. It's minute. It's coaching, scheduling spots, this, that, and the other. Tonight, an ugly dog. For the first time this year, odds makers now have the buy sign on the Brooklyn Nets. They should. But for the first time this year, they're laying double digits. Crosstown rival New York Nets, New York Knicks. Think about this. The New York Knicks, their last 22 games, have won 2 of them. They suck. Write them off. Crosstown rival or not, no big deal. The Nets can't get, laid in the monkey whorehouse, fistful of bananas. Blah, 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 blah. One thing about, if you've watched the New York Knicks, have you watched the New York Knicks play? I have about 30 times. They're competitive, and they never give up. Give them that. Matter of fact, they're 6-3 against the spread their last 9 games. And in those 9 games, they've only lost by double digits 3 times, and those were 2 elite teams. The Nets, odds makers are rolling the number up on them. They're making you pay for them. They opened up at 10. They dropped down currently 9.5 and 9 at a couple places and 9.5 in a couple other places. I like the New York Knicks plus the 9.5 tonight to cover the number against the crosstown rival Nets. And the Nets better not overlook them because, again, everybody in the NBA is a freaking baller. You don't bring your A game. You're not going to cover numbers. You might not even win games like this. We'll see if the Nets think they're a little fat and sassy right now, because if they are, the Knicks are still going to bring it. Give me the ugly dog tonight. Go 3-0 against the spread in the NBA tonight from a red-hot NBA handicapper. College basketball, live to fight another day. Saturday, we're going to pull a rabbit out of the hat and go 5-0. Check back in tomorrow morning for the free play.